there is so much emotional pain, generational trauma that female body holds. And I feel like no one really is bringing to light the fact that if you are walking on a path of realizing yourself and knowing yourself and feeling yourself and being aware to reality as it is, it's actually extremely painful process. I remember that when I was working in clinic during one of my practicums in San Francisco, we had this form that people had to fill. And the form at the top had a snippet that says, listen, when you start psychotherapy, you first of all are going to experience your symptoms being worse. You're going to get more depressed. You're going to get more anxious if this is the symptoms you're coming with. Why? Because now you're bringing your awareness to your sensations. You're no longer dissociating. You're no longer maybe using at some point even pills in order to numb the pain. And for me, I could really understand how we came to the place where we are given pills to help people numb the pain. And at the same time, I knew that this was disservice to a soul, that to a soul, it's poison. To personality, to consciousness in some way, to your persona, to ego. Yes, it gives you relief of the sensation, but for the soul, she needs to feel it all. She needs to build stamina. She needs to build capacity to feel and to be resilient and growing in her ability to incorporate more and more and more of the reality of the truth without freaking out, without wanting to exit this human body because it becomes too unbearable, too painful, right? This is where, okay, we give medication and medication to relieve that sensation, and then also do therapy. So if you need medication, your doctor is obliged to tell you ethically that, and in some places I think by law, that the best practice is to do it together with therapy. But what I'm offering here is beyond psychotherapy. And for a long time, I personally did not call myself psychologist because I realized that what I do is more, I don't know, energy work, shamanic work, because I'm connecting to really to the essence of your spirit. This is, I think, how I would describe it coming from within, and how I think many of my clients felt that this is what I'm doing for them. I'm helping them to improve their hearing of themselves. So this 10 session process that I'm offering, and I really advise you to first of all schedule a free session, 30-minute session with me, so that we can check, because for some women, I can feel that it's better for them to come to individual retreat. It's 24-hour retreat where you're staying here in my forest, and beautiful process that I can go over. Maybe I will do a different video for that, or maybe we can, I can just tell you in our session. I think it's there as when it describes swaddling. I think on one website, if you go to that individual process, you'll see that there are two options. One is to do it online, and another is to do it physically. But what we are going to learn is really the same. It's for you to develop your ability to stay present to your sensations, to feel all kinds of things, including pain and discomfort, and to relax, to notice that you have a choice to relax into these places and to wrap your spirit, your body, because spirit and body are one in this reality, to wrap yourself all around with kindness, love, and self-appreciation. And within that hug, a lot of magic happens. You begin, first of all, to realize that you have the capacity to soothe yourself and to heal yourself. You have the capacity to hold that very loving presence to yourself. That's incredible. That's very important, because you'll notice that this tool stays with you no matter where you go and what you do. We are going to be nurturing within this 10 sessions or within a one-on-one retreat. We are going to be nurturing that deeply loving presence, motherly, fatherly, larger than life presence that guides you, that listens to you. Another thing that often we are going to be doing, if you come to me with requests to work with sexual health and enjoyment, we are going to be taking our awareness into the body and resurrecting a very different relationship to your sexuality, to the way you touch yourself, to the way you feel and think about your pelvic floor, about your desire and reactions and interactions. So that's going to be a very powerful exploration and very powerful work. Each session is hour and a half long. Sometimes we go longer. So I'm asking all of my clients to set aside 2-hour time frames for when we are doing this work. We are going to be taking breaks sometimes because it's very powerful work. But you're also going to have an access to me via chat, and we are going to be able to talk between the sessions. I'm going to be able to send you meditations and suggestions and guidances for different practices so that you can have that in place and to continue to develop your skill between sessions. This is what makes it so really life-changing when you have that in place. So yeah, if you're curious, click that button, schedule free session. There is no commitment. You're going to share with me your goals. What kind of assistance are you looking for? And I'm going to outline to you what I see, what I think, what I suggest. I think it's really about time for you to realize how powerful you are, that you're so much more than what you have been conditioned to be. And I absolutely believe that we are on this planet to make the change, historical, unique change. I think that this is the times that we are living in when we are going to resurrect a beautiful, harmonious, deeply loving relationship to the human body and sexuality and soul.